Wow, this is the true Smoky Mountains. Hey everyone, today I'll be going to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is on the border between North Carolina and Tennessee. This is part 1 of my Western NC adventure. In today's video, I will take you on a few beginner-friendly hiking trails, downtown Gatlinburg, restaurant experience, and everything else in between. And part 2 will be everything inclusive in the beautiful mountain city in Asheville. Please stay tuned for that. We left from Durham, North Carolina at around 7 in the morning, and it'll take about 5 hours to get there. So quite a long drive for today. The view gets very mountainous and the roads will start getting very windy after you pass Asheville. Also, there's a lot of road constructions going on right now, so be careful out there. We'll be staying at Mainstay Suites Gatlinburg for 2 nights for $254. It's located very close to downtown Gatlinburg and the entrance of the national park. And there's a little stream right in front of the hotel. Pretty satisfied with this view. Also, this hotel seems to be newly built with fresh paint on the outside and new decoration on the inside. And this is our room. There's a king bed in it, a decent working area. There's also a couch, a small kitchen, and a big fridge. This is the bathroom. It's pretty clean, and I really like the light fixture because most hotels' light is very dim. This is the shower. It's pretty spacious, and I like it. After settling down at the hotel, we decided to go for a short hike to finish off the day. We drove through Gatlinburg downtown to get to the Trailhead. I've done some research. There are mainly 2 towns to stay at if you want to be close to the national park. One is Gatlinburg, where we stayed at, on the Tennessee side, and the other one, Bryson City, on the NC side. To be honest, this town is extremely tourist. It's a little too much for me, but Gatlinburg is the gateway to the Smoky Mountains, so there's no way to go around it. Honestly, we didn't really have any idea where we want to hike, so we just went to a nearby visitor center that's close to the hotel. And clearly, this is the Cove Mountain Trail. There are a couple of destinations on this trail, and we're definitely not gonna attempt to hike the entire Cove Mountain Summit Trail, but the Cataract Fall would be a great option if you're looking for a short and easy hike. The entire trail is shaded and has a stream running through on one side. Very nice atmosphere. And just about 10-15 minutes walk, we reached the Cataract Fall. Alright, this is a nice little walk to finish off the day, and now we're ready for dinner. We went to Crackle Barrel in Pigeon Forge. This is a Southern-themed chain restaurant, and it serves traditional Southern comfort food, often described as down-home country cooking. The restaurant itself is a combination of shop and diner. They sell things ranging from clothes, decorations, patriotic-themed products, and so many more. And this is the diner part. We chose this place hoping it's less tourist and had a shorter line. We got this beef patty combo and the roast beef combo, and please don't quote me on the names here, it's been a little while, and each of them was about $16. The taste was pretty average, but the portion of it was a little too small for this price. Good morning! This is the next day, and this is the hot breakfast offered by the hotel. There is hot coffee and tea, biscuits, eggs, beef slices, and you can make your own waffle. There's cereal, bagels, muffins. This is a grocery place. We got some quick lunches to bring with us in case we couldn't find any food after entering the national park, which was true, so highly recommend to bring some food with you. After that, the first thing to do is to get a day pass. There are so many visitor center branches at different locations of the national park because the park is so freaking big. So we got ours at this location and it costs $5. There are so many viewpoint parking spots along the entire driveway, so you can stop by anywhere you want to take a closer look at. The weather hasn't been very nice since the day we got here, and it's expected to have periodic rain throughout the day and even heavy showers at certain times of the day. So we'll see if we can proceed with our plan. The first trail we're gonna do was the Alum Cave Trail. This is a very popular trail, as you can see, that the Trailhead parking lot was completely full and we had to park about a mile down and walked back up. The trail was very muddy and slippery after the rain, and the forest was very misty. This trail is along a creek in the beginning of the section. It was very pleasant to walk along the creek, hearing the water flow and seeing many small waterfalls. We also passed some bridges. A couple of them were very narrow, with railing only on one side. And here we are, right in front of the cave. Under this weather, the cave was almost pitch dark, and the staircase inside the cave is very steep. The total distance of this trail is about 5 miles round trip, and we definitely couldn't hike the whole trail. Honestly, most of the trails in the Great Smokies are fairly long and difficult to hike, and just consider how long your trip is limits how many trails you can hit. And just a bit past the cave, there was a really nice spot to take some photos. And after that, we started heading back. After the Alum Trail, our original plan was to check out the Clingman's Dome real quick, cause it's just nearby. But it got really foggy later on. It's even so dangerous to just drive. Well, we did go to it anyways, but I didn't get any footage because we couldn't see anything. It was just purely smoky outside. The sky has cleared up more in the afternoon, and here we are on our last hike, Laurel Falls Trail. There was an accident just before we came here. Not exactly sure what happened, but I overheard someone said somebody fell down. The total distance for this trail is about 1.3 miles. Even though it's considered a short trail, I felt like it took longer than we should, and it's mainly because the trail was quite steep. On some parts of this trail, you could definitely see one side of the trail was a vertical drop, so be careful out there. And we are finally here. The waterfall has an upper and lower section divided by this walkway crossing the stream at the base of the upper falls. This is an 80-foot falls. Laurel Falls Trail is one of the most popular trails here in the Great Smokies. Luckily, it's either because we came in a slow season or a later time in the day, it was not too crowded. I had some peaceful time to enjoy the great view and take some photos. Alright, we're about to wrap up our day here. The weather was really unpredictable today, and just on our way to dinner, it started to rain heavily again. So we decided to dine at JT Hannah's because it's got thousands of reviews, and it's also in Pigeon Forge. It serves the typical American food like burgers, steaks, ribs, etc. And there was a long line around dinner time, mostly groups of families, and since there were just the two of us, we got seated pretty soon after arrival. We got the house burger and the fried fish combo. There were 2 fried fish fillets and 2 small sides. I believe it was catfish. It's really tender on the inside and crunchy on the outside, and the seasoning was just good. This was the 1-pound beef burger and came with a side. It's pretty good in general, just a little bit overdone, but it's acceptable. Good morning! This is our last day in Gatlinburg. We're planning to check out the downtown and then head to Asheville in the afternoon. The parking in downtown is crazy expensive. It costs like $20 or more for an hour. Is this New York City parking price? We searched really hard and eventually decided to park behind a Pizza Hut, close to it. It's a good 1-mile walk from downtown. Well, we decided to save the money and burn some calories. There are so many entertainments here in this little mountain town. There are restaurants, breweries, cable cars, even water park, candy shop, and souvenir shop. If you're planning to get breakfast in downtown, just be aware that you may run into this. This town is born for the tourist. However, regardless how tourist it is, we were still able to save some money here and there, like staying a little farther from the downtown, parking farther, and enjoy this town a little bit more by walking, choosing restaurants in Pigeon Forge. So if you want to replicate our itinerary, I hope this guide could be of help. And that's everything we did for the 2-day trip here in the Great Smokies. We're able to complete some of the most popular hikes here in such a short amount of time and under such unpredictable weather. So I myself was pretty satisfied with the whole experience. And full itinerary in Asheville is coming up, and I'll see y'all there.